What's going on, everybody? Basil Jackson here. In this video, I'm about to show you step by step exactly how I was able to repair my personal credit from the low 400s to the high 700s and get access to 150,000 to scale my business in 90 days using my wealth accelerator strategy. I really can't believe I'm doing this. So you're going to want to stick around to the end so you can make sure you get all the gems, all the sauce. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be life-changing, especially if you're a business owner making at least $5,000 to $7,000 a month, looking to get access to capital to scale your business. Just to tell you a little bit about myself, I've been an entrepreneur for over a decade. I've done vending machines. I've tried Airbnb. I've tried trucking, you name it. And each business I did, I would always make a little bit of money, but I always realized that I was missing more capital to really take it to the next level. I knew about business funding and credit, but I was always getting denied for things by the banks. I had paid people thousands of dollars to clean my personal credit, and I really just got no results at all. I had spent a bunch of money on mentors where I learned a little bit here and there from different people, and that's how I was able to come up with this exact strategy that I'm giving you guys a breakdown of today. And some of the challenges that I was facing whenever I was pursuing these different business ventures was that I was getting denied for things by the banks. I didn't have good credit, so I couldn't apply for anything or get access to any capital to scale my business. And whenever I would get around my other business colleagues or friends who were talking about credit, I just had to be quiet because it was an embarrassing thing to show them my credit or even let anybody know that my credit was so bad. Because I couldn't get access to capital, I was always using my personal funds to try to grow and scale the business. And I'm going to be the first to tell you guys right now, using your personal funds when you have to live off those personal funds as well out of a business is not the way to grow or scale your business, especially whenever you're just starting out. You will not be able to constantly and consistently grow your business when you're having to take money away from that business instead of reinvesting those profits. It's just not possible. But through trial and error, I was able to formulate a system, this exact system that I'm showing you guys today, where I was able to repair my personal credit in around 30 to 45 days. And then the back half of that 90-day period, I was able to get 150,000 to scale my business. So if there's anybody that knows the pain of getting denied for things when you apply, or making good money but you don't really have time freedom because you don't have capital to hire more employees, it's gonna be me. A lot of you are probably going through the exact same things because you have bad credit. You're bouncing around from idea to idea, making a little bit of money before you move on to the next thing, thinking that you're not really doing good at the business, when in reality you just don't have capital to scale or to give yourself a legitimate shot to make the business really work for you. But let's get into what we're going to be going over in this video. I'm going to be showing you guys how to properly structure your credit report and your LLC. I'm going to be showing you guys how to clean your credit report from A to Z. And then I'm going to be going into a funding sequence showing you the exact banks that I use for my clients and for myself to get approvals like these that you see on the screen here. Now, I know that you've probably paid thousands in credit repair, or that you think you have to have a 2-year LLC to get business funding, or that you think your credit is past the point of no return. Well, then you'd be no different than I was before I applied this method to my life and to Chelsea and Raymond's life, who you see some of the approvals that they got on the screen here as well. And quick, before we get into the game, I'm only working with action takers and entrepreneurs that are serious and are going to apply this information that I put in the video. So if that's not you, and you're not looking to get access to 150,000 in the next 90 days and repair your personal credit along the way, then cut this video off. It's nothing personal, but this video is not for you. This video is for action takers, as I said before, and people who are looking to get access to capital to scale their business. This system that I formulated is for entrepreneurs or people working a 9-to-5 that are currently making at least $5,000 to $7,000 a month and are looking to get access to $150,000 in business capital to grow, scale, or start their business. So if you don't fall into any of those categories, I'm sorry, but you gotta go. This video is not for you. This video is for people that are ready to invest in themselves and are gonna apply the information. And y'all are gonna wanna stick around to the end. Like I said, I got something really special for y'all. So without further ado, let's get into it. I'm just gonna give y'all a lot of sauce. You might wanna take notes. You might want to record this, save this, bookmark this, whatever you gotta do. But I just want to make sure you got your undivided attention while you're watching this, because I'm going to be giving out a lot of game. So most people think they have a good credit report just because they have a 700 credit score, but they actually don't have anything on their credit report. So a lot of people will have a 700, 750 credit score, and they want to stick their chest out whenever you talk about credit because they have that, but they might only have 2 accounts on their credit report, right? But whenever we're talking about going into these banks to ask for money, you tell me who looks more credible. Someone that has a 700 credit score with only 2 accounts, or somebody that has a 680 credit score, but they're paying student loans on time, they're paying a car note on time, they have multiple credit cards, open accounts. You're probably going to say the second person, right? Right. So this is what a fundable report is going to look like. We want to make sure that we're building our report out properly, just so whenever they do go take a look at our credit, because they are going to take a look at our personal credit for us to get some of this business funding, we want to make sure that we're on point. So a fundable credit report is going to have 10 to 12 positive reporting counts. No negative items, no collections, no late payments, no charge-offs, no derogatory marks, nothing dirty, nothing smut. No, you don't want anything negative on your reputation. You don't want any more than 1 to 2 increase per bureau. Whenever we're going into these banks, we want to make sure that we don't have more than that, just because you look thirsty. If you have 20 increase and you're trying to go to Chase and ask them for a credit card, they're gonna say you just thirsty out here. You asking everybody for bread, and they don't want to do business with people that are doing business with other people. So you want to look like you're only doing business with them, and then you want to have a minimum of 4 years credit age. Now, the age is a little bit flexible, and the 10 to 12 accounts is a little bit flexible. But when it comes to the no negative items, we don't want anything negative on our credit report. So that's the foundation. So now that we know what this looks like, and if you meet this criteria, then you're in position to get funded as long as you have an LLC that's structured properly, which I'll get into that later on. So assuming you don't have good credit, I'm going to give you a breakdown on how we're going to clean it for you, or how you're going to clean it. So first things first, you want to go get a copy of your credit report from Identity IQ. And that's for accuracy purposes. A lot of y'all are using Credit Karma, the free Experian app. Now, if you have the paid version, that might be a little bit more accurate, but Identity IQ is going to have the most accurate credit report for you. Excuse me. I included a link in the description for Identity IQ. Go download that, get a copy, an accurate copy of your credit report, and take a look at it and see what's negatively affecting it. After you take a look at that credit report, you're going to go get Credit Repair Cloud. You're going to import it into Credit Repair Cloud, input your credentials, and it's going to populate. You're going to see what's negatively affecting it from taking a look at Identity IQ, and it'll have it on Credit Repair Cloud as well. And you want to generate letters to attack those items, to get those negative items off your credit report. And so whenever we're cleaning this credit, or whenever we think about, a credit report or negative items on a credit report, I want y'all to understand one law before I kind of go into these are my favorite 3 letters that I use here. And that's permissible purpose. And basically what permissible purpose states is that if you don't give anybody written permission to put anything on your credit report, good or bad, and that is aggravated identity theft, and that is grounds for it to be deleted. So these are some of my favorite letters here that I use. They're already on Credit Repair Cloud. So you're going to generate the letters to attack those negative items, whatever you have that's affecting your credit report. And then you're going to send those letters out every 30 days to TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian with a copy of your driver's license, a second form of ID like your social security card, or it could be a W-2 with your social card on it, or a passport photo, just something that has your personal information, and then a utility bill or proof of address. The addresses don't have to match, but ideally speaking, if we can get the addresses, if you have to change the address on your driver's license or use, Photoshop or something to make the addresses match or whatever, you want to do that. Sometimes, in my opinion, it actually can even help you if you have different addresses, just because that's more proof that you weren't living at this address. You don't know what's going on with some of these items, not receiving bills, things like that. So you're going to send these letters out every 30 days, and this might take you 6 to 12 months if you don't know what you're doing. If you have that time to do it on your own, if you're an entrepreneur who's busy running your business or working a 9 to 5, you might not have that time to do that. But if you do, that's how you do that. So while we're cleaning that, we want to go set up a brand new LLC. And like I said, y'all got to forgive me because this system, I don't know what's going on with it. It keeps trying to put something on my screen. But you want to set up a brand new LLC. I like the premium package on InkFile. I want to say it's $500, $600, something like that. You can do it manually through whoever the Secretary of State is or whatever in your state, wherever you locate it. I like the premium package because it comes with some of the documents you'll need later on to open up business bank accounts. And when you apply for funding and stuff, like an operating agreement, your EIN letter, basically it's just a done for you service. They do everything for you. Now, whenever we go into these, and this is a problem that a lot of y'all are probably running into as well. Whenever you go into these banks and they're taking a look at your LLC, if you want them to give you big funding and big bucks, like the Apples, the Nikes, the Teslas, the Walmarts, Disney, whatever company you like that you can think of, your business needs to be structured like theirs. A lot of y'all have a Gmail email, a Yahoo email, your grandma's address is a business address or your personal address. When you don't see these companies having their home address or a Gmail or a Yahoo email is their personal email. So you want to make sure that your LLC is structured properly. So before you even go set up the LLC, go get you a virtual address or professional address. I like Opus. There's a lot of services out there. Go get you a professional address, a place that you can receive mail at that'll forward the mail to you. And then you set up that LLC. You make sure it has a professional phone number, a 1-800 number or 800 number, 888, whatever, something professional. A professional email, like an admin at whatever your LLC name is, .com, or .co, whatever, something that's not a Gmail, Yahoo, or one of those types of emails. You want to make sure you get that EIN letter, which if you do the premium package on InkFile, like I'm talking about, they're going to give you that. And then you want to make sure you have a one-page website. Now you want to do something generic like consulting or something, just a basic one-page website, so whenever you go into the banks, they have something that they can search or that you can enter in on the applications, because a lot of these applications are automated. So as long as you're filling out all those boxes whenever they go check your paperwork, as long as it looks good, you're going to get approved. Now, this is all going on while we're cleaning the credit, because it's going to take 30 days at least, for them to respond to some of the letters. They have 30 days by law to respond to some of the letters that you have whenever you're cleaning your credit. While we're cleaning it as well, and we set up the brand new LLC, this is the part where I'm talking about the 10 to 12 positive accounts. When you start cleaning up your credit, you're going to realize just because you're deleting the negative items off, it doesn't necessarily mean that your score is going to go up. So once you start deleting those negative items off, your score might actually drop, if I'm being honest with you, because there's a lot of age tied to those accounts. If you're deleting student loans, if you have, an old car loan or an old credit card, there's going to be a lot of age tied to those accounts, and that might make your score drop. So while you're doing you're cleaning up your credit, you set up your LLC, start adding some of these accounts to build your credit report out. And these accounts are probably, maybe $5 to $25 a month, and you don't have to keep them for forever. You can pay on them for once or twice a month, however long it takes for it to report on your credit report. You want to go ahead and do that. So Kickoff is like $5. Boom Pay is like a rental account. Credit Strong Self. If you can get in the Navy Federal, go do 2 pledge loans. Tomo Boost will give you like a $30,000 line of credit to post to your credit card. And then go get you a secured credit card from Navy Federal or First National Bank of Omaha or some bank. Choose whatever bank you want to choose. It doesn't really matter, to be honest. You just want to have a credit card. And a secured credit card, they're likely going to want to deposit for that. So after we've done all of that, after you've structured your credit report properly, you've done what you need to do, now you're ready to get you some money, because that's what we all here for. We want to get some money. We're not just cleaning our credit just to clean our credit. Move this out the way just so I can start drawing. So now it's time to get you some money. So the type of funding we want to go for, the type of funding that we go for is going to be, and my drawing is probably going to be atrocious. This is bad. 0% APR for 12 to 24 months. Because whenever we're getting this business funding, whether we're trying to scale our business or start a business, we want to be able to pay these people their money back. Because obviously the goal is not to just get this funding and go crazy with it. We want to have a game plan for this money, y'all. So we want to have time to pay this money back. So we go 0% APR for 12 to 24 months. Now I'm gonna go a little bit deeper into what a funding sequence is, because we're gonna be doing a funding sequence. So you got 3 credit bureaus. Let's say Experian, then got Equifax. Y'all gotta forgive me, my handwriting is atrocious. And then TransUnion. And each credit bureau is its own entity. So when we're doing a funding sequence, we want to do at least 3 rounds of funding. And for the most part, whenever we go get funding from these companies, we're gonna do soft pull and hard pull credit checks. So the soft pull credit checks, they're not gonna give you a ding on your credit report. There's not gonna be any issue, as far as getting increase. So we can run the soft pull plays all day. And typically whenever you apply for something, they're going to tell you the reason why they denied you if you get denied. So the soft pull ones are awesome ones to go. But we also want to make sure that we're going for places that we know where they pull from. So when we do a funding sequence, you want to attack it by bureau. So just to give you an example of what a funding sequence looks like for one of the clients that we just got funded, her name is Chelsea. We went to Bank A that pulled from Experian, and they gave her $50K. 50K. And then we went to Bank B that pulled from Equifax, and they gave her 20K. And then Bank C, they pulled from TransUnion, and they gave her 30K. And that's round one. And this is round one. So round one, y'all can add that up. That's 70. That's 100K she got. And since it's business funding, not personal funding, business funding, these are business lines of credit, business credit cards, 0% APR to 12 to 24 months. When they gave her a ding on her credit in each bureau, these are hard pulls. Because it's business funding, we can remove the inquiries and then repeat the process. So then round two, so round one, she got 100K. We remove the inquiries. Y'all forgive me. I know my handwriting is trash. Round two, we went to a place that gave her 4 credit cards with 1 inquiry. So she got a $10,000 credit card, a $10,000 credit card, a $2,000 credit card, business credit card, by the way, and a $30,000 credit card. And then she wanted to get some vehicles for her business. So we were able to get her 4 vehicles with 1 inquiry. And those were all approvals for around 30K. Pre-approvals, 30K, 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 30K. So she was able to get $120,000 worth of cars, and that's an Equifax pool. Now, then we went to TransUnion, to a bank that pulled from TransUnion, and we know who that is as a part of our funding sequence, and they gave her 40K. So we got, what's that, 20K, 22,000, that's 52,000, plus another 40,000 in round two. She got 92,000 and 4 cars in her business name. All in her business name. This is on a brand new LLC, y'all. So a lot of y'all think that you have to have a 2-year LLC and all this stuff to be able to get funding. You don't need all of that. You just need an LLC that's structured properly and a credit report that's structured properly. And then because this is business funding, guess what we can do? We can remove those inquiries. So it's like they never even showed up on her credit report. I need to be doing an eraser right here because that's really what it is. It's like it never showed up on a credit report. And that's round two. So we're sitting at $192,000 for this round. And that's on the light end, y'all. We're typically going anywhere from $200,000 to $250,000 around, depending on, you know, if your credit report is structured properly. If you structure it properly, you can go get $250,000 per round. So, and then we're gonna go round 3 here. And like I said, because this is business credit, we can remove those inquiries. And this is all stuff that you wouldn't know how to do on your own. And that's why I'm giving y'all this game, because the game is to be told, not sold. So then we come back to Chase and we go get her a $50,000 business credit card and a $50,000 business line of credit from another bank. That's bank 3, whoever you want to call it. That's 100K. And then we decided we wanted to go on the personal side. So we went and got a $50,000 personal used auto loan, but they didn't give her the auto loan, they gave her a check. So she has another $50,000 that she can use at her discretion. And even though it's personal, we still remove that inquiry because this product is a part of our funding sequence. So we know we can remove that inquiry without there being any issues. And at this point, she had so much funding she didn't even want to keep going. So we didn't even do anything. We didn't even do anything for TransUnion round 3. So round 3, we're sitting at 150K. This is real money we talking about here, y'all. This is not some kind of this is for real. So we got $192,000, and my math is way off. This is gonna be hard for me to do. 100,000 round 1, $92,000, and this is all in 90 days, y'all. So I want y'all to understand something. You can go borrow what's that, 100,000, 92,000, get 4 cars in your brand new LLC name, 150,000 faster than you can probably save this working your 9 to 5 and just slaving away trying to do this on your own. And that's how we go in and get in the bag in a nutshell. And for me, I really don't care at this point, to be honest with you. I have this process down. I've applied this process for myself and for many others on multiple occasions. This is one of my clients, and I'm gonna include some screenshots of her approvals. But I don't really care. I got this process down. I've literally gone, I have upwards of 500K in business funding that I got. I know how to go get more business funding. So I really don't give a damn at this point. I mean, you're free to try to go do this stuff on your own. Like I said, it might take you really got 2 options here, right? So you can try to go do this on your own. Like I said, the credit repair part alone might take you, 6 to 12 months if you don't know what you're doing. I know it looks like a lot, but it's really not. So you're free to try to go do this on your own. Like I said, you just got to clean your credit, structure your LLC properly, build your credit out, and then go run the plays. 0% APR for 12 to 24 months. You're free to go do this on your own, like I said, or you can jump on board with us. We have a proven system to get you your money in 90 days. But really, like I said, this stuff is not hard. You can go do it on your own. I'm not even really going to get into all of that right now. You are more than free to do this on your own. Like I said, I'm not gatekeeping. I gave y'all all the sauce. This is exactly what I'm doing to get myself, what I myself have done to get myself upwards of 500K in business funding on a brand new LLC. And many of my clients have gone through the same process. Like I said, you're free to take it and do it on your own. But I want to hone in on this for a second. So this 90% of businesses fail, right? And many times that's going to be due to a number of different reasons. A lack of knowledge. People might not know what they're doing. A lack of experience and or information. Not being willing to change, and a lack of capital. Now, I would argue that those top 3 things can be fixed with, having access to capital. Because if you're starting a business and you don't have access to money or money to really grow and scale your business, you don't have a business, you have a second job. Because a business is only going to grow whenever the resources are being reinvested back into that business. So if you don't have capital to give yourself a legit shot, you might be wondering why you're running around in circles. You bounced around from idea to idea. You haven't really been able to really make any of your ideas work. You might be feeling like, you're failing at certain things or you don't know what you're doing. When in reality, It might just be the simple fact that you haven't had capital to make these things work. And so I want you to go apply this stuff, like I said, or you can work with me and my team. But this is foundational stuff that you can use no matter what business you want to start. I understand the pain of not having credit, having, a lack of capital. This is the main thing right here. And I really should have just put this, because without that, you won't be able to grow your business. If you're not a business owner or someone making, working a 9 to 5, making at least $5 to $7 grand a month, then you might as well just cut this video off and just ignore that you even saw any of what I'm saying. But for those that are making some money in their business, but are just trying to get over that hump and trying to figure this piece out, how to get access to funds and why they're having a hard time scaling their business, then you need to learn these skills. And like I said, you can go and apply this stuff to your business. It's worked for me. It's worked for Chelsea, like I said, for Raymond, for many of my clients, many of people that have partnered with us. Now, I just gave out a lot of game and a lot of sauce. And I told y'all I had something special for y'all if y'all stuck to the end. So everything I just explained and showed you how to do is exactly what we're doing for our clients in my Wealth Accelerator program. This is a done with you system where we take you to a 700 credit score and build your credit profile with our blueprint and coaching program to get access to $500K in business funding. This funding system is for entrepreneurs that are in the right spot. They just need access to $150K in the next 90 days to scale their business. Or someone working a 9 to 5 that's making $5,000 to $7,000 a month, who wants to start a business and doesn't want to worry about interest rates or getting denied from banks. So really there's two options you can go at this point. I really don't give a damn. I've done this system for myself, and for others, it's a foundational skill that they can apply to any business. You can try to use the links I gave you and implement all this stuff on your own, using your time, energy, and attention while also trying to live life. And it might take you 6 to 12 months if you really don't know what you're doing. And that's just on the credit repair part. That's not including risking potentially not getting the money because you don't know what banks to go to or how to fill out the applications to get approved. Or we can hop on a call and I can give you a shortcut. It'll take you about 65 to 90 days to get your money and to get your credit fixed. And we implement the exact system of what works, what has worked for others, the exact system that has gotten approvals like these for many of our clients, and the same exact system I use to get access to $150,000 to scale my business in 90 days. So if you're really tired of working harder and not smarter, ready to invest in yourself and in your business and make a change in your life, book a call below so you can get funding like my client Raymond or Chelsea. They came across my page and they were in the exact same situation that you were in. They had tried with other people. They had tried to do things on their own, and they finally decided to just take a risk with me, and they've been getting the type of approvals you've been seeing on your screen in this video today. Now, you guys have to understand one thing. I'm willing to help everybody, but I really only have so many hours in a day. Because I'm so busy and me and my team can only take so many calls, if you're not willing to invest in yourself, then do not book a call, because this will be an investment, and this is for people who are looking for the end result, getting at least $100,000 in business funding in the next 90 days. So if you're serious about making a life change and getting to the next level, DM me on Instagram at BillionaireBays so I can get you on the calendar and we can get you your money, or book a call below. I'll see you guys on the other side.